we do that at the end, if that's okay? Thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us in our celebration today, whether you're here with us in person or joining virtually. We are live streaming today from the Oregon campus of Guide Dogs for the Blind. And whether you are enjoying the celebration in person or virtually, whether it's your first graduation, second, or potentially even 30th graduation, we welcome you and we're so happy to have you here with us today. So we are here today to celebrate 4 new guide dog teams, as well as applaud the generosity of all those who have helped to make today happen. First, I would like to send out a hearty thank you to our puppy raisers. Thank you for helping us to prepare these special dogs for their roles. We literally could not fulfill this mission without you. You put your heart and soul into each dog that you raise, and it shows. For those of you who don't know, our puppy raisers are volunteers, and they get these cute little fluff balls at 8 to 12 weeks old, and they put in so much work to get these dogs ready for their mission with us. You know, it's not easy to raise a puppy, right? They can get into mischief. And just when they have made them a nice, well-rounded adult dog that is well-mannered in the house and able to go out in the world and take it all in stride, we say, hey, could you bring that dog back now? We would love training them to be a guide dog. So you can imagine how challenging that can be. And again, you're all volunteers, so thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all that you have done to raise these wonderful dogs. And we'll get a chance to hear from those raisers just in a bit. Next, again, I would like to thank our donors. Hearty thank you to our donors. Thank you for the support to our clients at no cost to them. We don't receive any government funding, so we're so very thankful for your support. I'd like to especially thank Bill Rogers and Pamela Kill of Vancouver, Washington, for their lifetime team sponsorship of Fatima Vasquez, Rita, and her new guide dog, Kinley. And thank you. And Pamela and her sister are here with us today, so welcome. Guide Dogs for the Blind would also like to acknowledge Liliane Tremoroli for her generous sponsorship of harnesses throughout 2024. Thank you so much. I'd also like to thank our volunteers and employees. Along with our puppy raisers, we have a large group of volunteers that help with things on campus. They help with our dogs, maybe taking them for walks, cleaning dishes, preparing food. They also help in the office and with our clients, serving meals, doing airport runs. So again, we really could not make this mission without our wonderful group of volunteers. And our employees. We have a wonderful group of employees here as well, from our nursing staff, our instructional staff, as well as our canine welfare training technicians that help in the kennels, taking care of the dogs and keeping them happy and healthy when they're not out training. So thank you to everybody that's here today. I would like to introduce our instructors now. We have qualified guide dog mobility instructor Rihanna Baldry. She will be introducing the clients in just a little bit. And Jenna Reimer, who is an apprentice instructor. They were both part of this class. And then we also have qualified mobility instructor Megan Forsch, who was part of the class as well, but unfortunately she was not able to be here today. But thank you all for your dedicated work these past 2 weeks and all the time. Now I want to share a short video about our mission. This video is audio described, so in addition to the narrator, you will hear a voice that is describing the scenes in the video, and captions are also included. These inclusive features ensure that everyone can access and enjoy this video. So please enjoy.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe that everyone deserves to move through the world safely and confidently, to live the life they want to live.
A man and his guide dog walk through a park.
Our life-changing programs meet people who are blind or visually impaired wherever they are along their journey, whether that's by matching individuals with highly qualified guide dogs, providing guide dog readiness skills in our orientation and mobility immersion program,
A man holds a white cane and smiles broadly.
or pairing youth and adults with the companionship of a canine buddy.
A young girl cuddles with her canine buddy.
Together, we are GDB.
My name is Renee Carrasco. My dog's name is Snoopy.
Renee sits in front of a fireplace.
So the reason that I wanted to get a guide dog was because I came across some videos from Guide Dogs for the Blind, and that was my introduction to guide dog travel.
Renee and Snoopy walk along a city sidewalk and cross a street at an intersection.
What I saw was the ease of travel, the speed that the guide dog handler would move with. That's what I wanted for myself. And not only that, but it was also the companionship.
Renee and Snoopy play with a tug toy outside in the yard.
Working with Snoopy has changed my life dramatically because there's so much freedom that comes along with having a guide dog. It's made the hard parts of blindness not so hard.
Renee sits next to Snoopy and gives him a pat on the chest.
I feel like my outlook on life and the world is so much more positive having Snoopy in my life.
My name is Amit Ahuja and my guide dog's name is Tashi.
I had the opportunity to complete Guide Dogs for the Blind's Orientation and Mobility Immersion Program.
Amit stands on a path with his white cane.
And not only did it help me learn to navigate my environment more safely using a white cane, it also made me an even more confident guide dog handler.
My experience was just fabulous.
Amit and his O&M instructor analyze an intersection and cross a city street.
We trained in different locations, practiced different skills, worked out a way to analyze a traffic crossing. I think GDB has transformed my life. To say that it's meeting my needs would be an understatement.
My name is Ella, and this is my canine buddy, Lafferty.
Ella sits on the floor of a living room next to a black lab.
Lafferty is just so amazing in many ways. He's such a good boy. He brings me so much joy and is one of my best friends.
With kids with visual impairments,
Ella's mom, Christy McKerney.
the struggle is real for social contact. It's hard to make friends sometimes. And with Lafferty, he's an automatic draw for all kids, which is wonderful. Lafferty has totally opened up, for Ella, new social connections.
Back to Ella.
I would recommend canine buddies. They're just really good dogs, and they can change a person's life and make it better.
All of Guide Dogs for the Blind services are provided free of charge, and our work is made possible by the generous support of our donors and volunteers.
Renee sits next to Snoopy on the grass in the park.
We receive no government funding.
This organization has made such a huge impact on my life and the lives of so many countless people, and the donors are the ones that make that possible.
Close-up of Snoopy.
Thank you so much.
Ella and Lafferty.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Amit and his guide dog Tashi sit on a beach and watch the sunset.
Together, we are unstoppable. To learn more about our life-changing programs and to support our work, please visit guidedogs.com or scan the QR code.
Hi there. My name is Rihanna Baldry, and it is my pleasure today to introduce our new guide dog teams. First up, we have Melissa Tausig, who is receiving male black Labrador Retriever Argus from Mokina, Illinois, where she lives with her husband Bob, her children Paul and Elizabeth, and her retired guide dog Ophelia. In her spare time, Melissa enjoys going for walks and attending her kids' band performances. Argus was raised by Penny Lyman of Tucson, Arizona.
My heart is very full of gratitude today, and excuse me, I'm so honored to be Argus's handler. I want to echo Caroline in thanking everyone at Guide Dogs for the Blind. Everyone here has been absolutely amazing. And thank you again to all of the donors. Thank you, Caroline, for being our class supervisor, for all your patience and support. Thank you, Rihanna, who reminds us to breathe and sit back and enjoy the ride. I want to thank our amazing puppy raiser, Argus's amazing raiser, Penny, from Tucson, Arizona. We had the nicest talk on the phone the other night, and I'm just so thankful for all the love and hard work she poured into Argus. She was sharing how she took Argus to church every Sunday, and he's been to the movies, and he's been around a lot of loud music, which is perfect because one of the things that I was excited to do with Argus was to be a marching band mom. I have 2 high schoolers who are very into marching band, and so she didn't even know it, but she was getting him ready for all of those performances. So that was just so fun to find out, and he is just so confident and steady in harness and off harness. He is just silly and cuddly, so I am just overjoyed to be able to be taking him home with me back to the Chicago area. So I want to say thank you to my friends Jill and Christy who are in the audience, and give a big shout out to my family back home, to my husband Bob, and my son Paul and daughter Elizabeth, to all my extended family. I love you all so much. And to all of my friends, my guide dog handler friends, just thank you. And other friends who have just sent me encouraging messages and prayed for us and encouraged us along the way. And a special shout out to my amazing classmates who we've just had a lot of fun. We've laughed, we've cried, we've used a lot of serviettes. That's our joke, but I'm going to miss all of you, but I'm very thankful to be heading back home, and I am feeling guided, thankful, and blessed. Thank you.
Unfortunately, Argus's raiser, Penny Lyman, was not able to make it today, but she did send a letter that I'm going to read out for you guys. There should be some photos, on the screen behind you. The photo on the left is a picture of 8-week-old Argus in his green GDB puppy vest and head collar sitting on a patterned rug. And then the photo on the right is Argus holding his favorite pink barbell in his mouth and looking at the camera. On the floor between his front paws are yellow and pink plastic donut toys and a chew bone. So the letter reads, I would like to thank GDB for the privilege and opportunity to raise Argus. I fell in love with him the moment he was placed in my arms. Argus was truly a joy to raise. He was always so enthusiastic and happy when learning new commands, during training, and on our many outings where he experienced new sights and sounds. Argus was a people magnet, and we were always stopped by people commenting on his sweet face and gleaming black coat. It brought me such happiness to see the smiles on people's faces when he would interact with them. We had a morning ritual that he was very insistent on maintaining. He always wanted his morning cuddles and loves right after his breakfast and would go sit by my chair in the living room until he could get his full amount of cuddle time, the length that was always determined by him. After that, it was time for his morning walk, training, and then off for whatever adventures we went on. He loved to play with his pink rubber barbell and would always carry it around the house. He learned to toss it and then go after it. He could be such a clown. Argus and I volunteered at the Nature Conservancy once a week, and Argus became the office therapy dog. He truly enjoyed all the attention and cuddles he received from employees, and they enjoyed their interaction with him. The hardest part of raising a GDB puppy is saying goodbye. I will never forget Argus prancing into the airport on his way to Oregon. He was so confident, and I know he was saying, "Look out, world, here I come." I would just like to thank the Tucson Puppy Raisers Club, especially our leaders Debbie, Jennifer, and Jean, for their guidance and support in raising Argus. All of the training sessions and outings were so beneficial and fun for both of us. Thank you for all your hard work. Argus, I'm so excited about your new partnership with Melissa. I know that you will be a great guide dog for her. Thank you for all the special times we had together and the wonderful memories I will cherish. My heart goes with you, sweet boy, as you set out on your next adventure. You're truly fulfilling the plan God has for you. To Melissa, I'm so happy that Argus has become your new partner. I wish you the best as the two of you grow together and bond. Please know that you will both be in my prayers as this journey goes on. Congratulations to both of you. Sincerely, Penny Lyman. Next up, we have Fatima Vasquez Zurita, who is receiving her first guide dog, female yellow Labrador Retriever Kinley. Fatima lives just a hop, skip, and a jump away over in Gresham, Oregon, where she lives with her parents, 2 sisters, and a brother. In her free time, Fatima enjoys the performing arts. Kinley was raised by Martine Savageau of Hoytsville, Utah, and Kaya and Kat Cannon of Salt Lake City, Utah.
I don't know how I can express my gratitude to the puppy raisers and to the sponsors today and to the support. To my parents and to Rihanna, who helped us on this amazing, sometimes tough, but really rewarding journey. Everything that I've gone to is made for a reason. And my puppy raisers, who are so incredibly amazing and raised such an incredible puppy. And I think everything happens for a reason, and we're here today. And to the amazing women in my class for all the jokes and the tears and the guidance that all of you gave me to receive my first guide dog. You were all so amazing. And to the teachers that I had back in high school supporting me along the way to get my guide dog. I'm so excited to start this journey and so incredibly grateful for everybody who supported me in this.
Fatima and I have something in common. We're both criers. It's been a very emotional day for us. Kai and I had breakfast this morning, and she opened her phone to look at pictures of Kinley throughout the last year that we've had her. And I opened my phone, and I just filtered through Kinley's face, and I had like 450 pictures of her. And I started scrolling through, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I took at least 2 pictures of her every day she came to work with me. There's hundreds of pictures of her under my desk. I was like, oops, I just probably spent a little more time working, but. Kinley's our second guide dog. We raised a dog right before we got Kinley, and when he was placed with his handler, actually when he left and came back to campus, I was relieved. It's a tremendous amount of work, and I thought, there's no way I can do this again. And he did an in-home training with his handler, so we didn't come to graduation, but we got to do a Zoom call for about an hour with his new handler. And at that moment, I just knew we had to do it again. And it just, like Fatima said, everything happens for a reason. And Kinley came into our life just a few months later. We got back on the list, and we had Kinley a few months later, and she's been just a huge, it's just a huge blessing to us that we got to share in this journey. And Fatima and I talked the other night. We both cried. We both cried a lot. And Kinley's just such a special dog. She's amazing. She's great. She works hard and then she plays hard, and she's a snuggler and she's a cuddler and she's super soft. Do you want to say anything?
I know that like everyone who's ever like had Kinley, our co-racer Martine, who's not here, I would always talk with her about how sweet Kinley is and how she always just wanted to be right there by us and cuddly and just lovey, and she's just the best, and I'm just so excited for her to move on to her new chapter and do amazing things. And yeah.
Up next, we have Darlene Smith. Darlene is receiving Fig, a tiny female yellow Labrador retriever. Darlene joins us from Regina, Saskatchewan, where she enjoys crocheting baby blankets to donate to her local hospital. She's excited to have Fig to keep her on the straight and narrow. Fig was raised by Janice Moore of Erie, Colorado, and Marnie Chiernies of Longmont, Colorado.
Good afternoon to all. I would like to thank everybody associated with GDB, because if I started saying one thing and missing out, I would be not very nice to those that I missed. But I am pleased to receive my little Figgy. She's a little spitfire, and she's brought life back into me. And she will keep me on the straight and narrow in life, because I can't walk straight without a guide dog. But anyways, it has just been a fantabulous 2 weeks, but I am looking forward to going home. And thank you to all, and have a very good, safe return home to all.
It's been my pleasure to meet and talk with Darlene for a little bit, and what we share in common is in the winter, we live in snow. I come from Colorado, and Darlene is going to be taking Fig back to her place in Canada. So I can share stories that we expose Fig to lots of fun romping in the snow. I was blessed to be a co-raiser with Marnie, and then thanks to Puppy Sitters, we pulled this together. So Fig has been well-rounded in her raising. She's done a lot of different things with a lot of different families. I'm grateful for my family supporting my involvement in her life. We just love her so much. I'll share that in the snow one day, Fig was outside with us on tie-down, and we were in our hot tub. And when we got out of our hot tub, we went in the house. Fig turned around immediately, looked out the window, and there was a big bull moose up on the, kind of in the backyard of this mountain area. And she was just staring at the moose, thinking, if you let me out, I'm sure I can make friends. But the timing was very good, because we did not see that moose when we were all out in the backyard. So it's been my absolute pleasure. Thank you for guide dogs. I feel so fortunate and honored to be part of a graduation. I've watched many, and I'm a fortunate puppy sitter, but the blessing was all mine to be able to help raise Fig. Thank you.
Thank you. And then last but not least, we have Alicia Ziska, who is receiving Elden, a male yellow Labrador retriever. Alicia came here from Albuquerque, New Mexico. She loves to read and crochet, and she's looking forward to learning to hike and camp with Elden. Alicia is joined today by Elden's puppy raiser, Jennifer Wilkins of Eugene, Oregon.
last but not least, for the record, my maiden name was B, and now it's Z. I did not think about that before the wedding. So all day I was like, okay, I'm not going to cry, but heads up, I'm probably going to cry as well. One, I just want to thank all my family that flew in or drove in. They've always been so supportive of anything that I need. So I just want to thank you guys all. And then all the staff here at GDB is just so amazing. The kitchen staff is amazing. The nursing staff, I got really bad shin splints, and they gave me Tylenol and ice, and I'm telling my mom all this, and I'm like, they drew me a bath, and I can tell you my mom did not say that she was going to do the same for me. She was like, well, okay. So, we had great we had great trainers. Megan was my trainer. I really feel like she gave me the proper tools to go home and continue the training and the handling of my husband, Elden. So, and then Caroline, I just want to really go through what she said again about the puppy raisers. And, these people, they bring in these little, she said, like little fur balls that are so beautiful, and they teach them sit down, stay, don't drop my sock, don't take the slipper, all this hard work, and for people that they don't even know yet, and really they're laying this foundation for a lifeline for us. And it's the independence that you guys give us is just, it can't even describe the words of the independence. And it's little things that matter is, we can now excuse ourselves from the table to go to the bathroom by ourselves with confidence. And it's amazing that a puppy raiser can just take that much love and be like, I want to train this dog for someone I don't even know. And you're training like a piece of our heart that we don't even know it's there yet. So it's just amazing. So I didn't cry as much as I thought I was going to, but here.
So my name is Jennifer Wilkins, and I'm going to take the easy way out because I'm not comfortable on stage, so I kind of pre-wrote, so I'm going to read it from my phone so I can make it through this, and I won't babble on forever. So, as I said, my name is Jennifer Wilkins, and I was Elden's puppy raiser, and my journey started by watching the series Pick of the Litter on Disney+. And I thought, wow, I can do that. And it brings together two of my favorite passions, which is volunteering and dogs. And so I completed an application, and the puppy truck came to Eugene, and they delivered Elden to me, my first guide dog puppy. And within 24 hours of having him, I knew that he was something special, and he was an extraordinary dog. And I was so worried that I was going to screw him up. And so we, Elden and I, every night prayed for this moment to be able to come on stage. But more importantly, we prayed for his future owner. And I knew that she was going to have to be something extraordinary and special too, because he is extraordinary and special. And I just cannot just be more grateful than for this match, because you have been an answer to our prayers. And now I have lost my place on here, so give me 1 second. I am so sorry. Well, Alicia and I spent close to 2 hours talking on the phone. And while I know that Elden has found his forever person, I feel like I have found a new friend too. So thank you. Raising Elden has been a blessing to me. I was a stay-at-home mom and an empty nester, struggling to be seen and to find my new place in the world and purpose. And it turns out that if you walk in just about anywhere with a guide dog in training, you are immediately seen I feel like I was walking in with some famous rock star. And it's just been an amazing experience. But what I wasn't expecting is how Elden's intelligence and confidence would impact me. I found myself going places and doing things outside my comfort zone. Case in point, I'm up here on stage. This is not where I would pick on a Saturday. Talking through a microphone, bidding videotapes so I can see all of my little quirks. But Elden has taught me much more than I ever taught him. And he has given me an insight about myself and about life. And many times I felt like I was the student and he was my trainer. The companionship and the joy he provided me was a gift. He actually made going to Costco fun. And I want to thank the entire guide dog for the blind community, everyone, from the raisers to the staff to our club, for allowing me to be part of this wonderful opportunity and experience. It's a new leash on my life, pun intended. And it's been so incredibly positive. Today, before this graduation, I dropped off my second dog. And at Fun Day in July, I'm hoping to get my third puppy. So people often say to me, I can never do that. How can you raise a puppy and then give it up? Well, it's really simple. It's because of all of these stories that you have heard. And the question becomes not how could I do it, but how could I not?
Well, that was wonderful. Let's give another big round of applause for our 4 new guide dog teams and all of the effort and love that went into making this happen. Thank you so much. I'm going to hand it off to Caroline. Close this out.
Thank you. Yes, tear-jerking stories there. Thank you all for sharing your wonderful experiences. Unfortunately, we are unable to have a guide work demonstration today, but we do have a special presentation that we would like to do instead. So I would like to invite Carlene Rogers up onto the stage. She is our Senior Philanthropic Gifts Officer, and welcome.
Thank you, Caroline. We have very similar names, Caroline and Carlene. It's hard to get it straight sometimes. First of all, congratulations to the graduates. What an accomplishment you've had today. Courageous journey, really wonderful. And I'm going to go back to what everybody has said a million times already. There's so many things that make GDB what GDB is, and there's no guide dog, successful guide dog or canine buddy without the selfless, generous puppy raiser who dedicates their time and devotion and then ultimately gives the dog back for a higher cause. And then it's the staff. And I feel very privileged to work at Guide Dogs for the Blind, and I think the staff is amazing. And everybody plays a crucial role in getting these programs, whether it's the guide dog partnerships, the teams, or the canine buddies, or the orientation and mobility. Everybody plays a crucial role, and that starts with the people that are in the kennels devoting their time tirelessly to taking care of these dogs and making sure that the dogs have whatever they need, the veterinarians, the facilities people, all the trainers, the kitchen. I think you can all say that our chef here is pretty amazing. Yeah, she's great. She's great. And the nurses, and I'm probably forgetting a million people, but everybody at Guide Dogs plays a really crucial role in making this happen. And the other thing that makes this all happen are the donors. So I work in philanthropy, and as has been said many times before, we receive no government funding. Everything that is happening here today and happens all around this campus and the campus in California is because of generous people who support Guide Dogs for the Blind. So today, we have something very special. Well, first of all, I also want to say thank you again to Pam and Bill for their sponsorship. Are you here today, Pam? Okay, I'd love to speak with you afterwards. Thank you. So, and we also have a very special thing. We have a group from St. Paul of Damascus Lutheran Church. And if I could invite them up on stage, they have a special presentation. So you guys, if you want to come up, come up. If you don't want to come up, don't come up. But I need some people up here to help me. So, and then I'd also like to invite the Reverend Carl Hansen up to say a few things. Come on, somebody needs to come up. Just come on up these steps over here and pass this over, and then I will grab something for you. Oh, that's good, Dawn. Can you just scoot your sit down right there? That would be great. Okay, you guys can just come right up in front here. And Lisa, can I give this to you and you can hand it to Carl when he gets up here? Thank you.
Well, this kind of got sprung on me to a certain degree. So our congregation was really hit hard with COVID. We weren't that large to begin with. And with all the loss in membership during that time period, it really became difficult for us to carry out one of our primary missions, and that is to bring God's love into our community. About the same time, we had an offer on the property from a neighbor, and after much due diligence, powerful consideration, we decided to disband the congregation and share its resources with both local, national, and international organizations. Guide Dogs for the Blind is certainly a place, whether you use this language or not, that God's love is being made known in our community of Warren, Damascus, and then it spreads to the rest of the world. And we have members of the church have seen for years dogs being trained on the streets of suppression, driven by the sign many times. And our Lord Jesus opened the eyes of the blind, and when he returned to the Father, that he called his church, his people, to do the same. And we hope that through God's Dogs for the Blind, that we are just doing it in a little bit different way.
So here is the gift from St. Paul of Damascus Lutheran Church to Guide Dogs for the Blind. $100,000. We are so incredibly grateful for this gift. So thank you all. And I believe you're right front and center.
We also want to get $30,000 for Camp GDB for all the little youngsters.
Thank you all very much. Thank you for coming today, and thank you for your generosity.
Right. That can be hard to follow up. Thank you so much for your generous donation to our program. It will be put to very good use. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. This does conclude our program this afternoon. And thank you so much for joining us today. If you are interested in volunteering or joining our staff or would benefit from our services, please visit guidedogs.com for more information. And if you would like to make a donation to support our mission, you are able to text the word partnerships to 50155. For viewers at home, we hope to see you soon. For those of you that are here with us in person, we have refreshments that are available in front of the building. Our gift shop will be open, and we also have tours available. We have a wonderful tour leader that is standing in the back of the auditorium. So if you are interested in that, she's waving a pink sign. And please gather back there in about 10 minutes for the start of the tour. Again, thank you so much for being here and all that you do for Guide Dogs for the Blind. And I just want to say another congratulations to our 4 new Guide Dog teams. And like always, yes, thank you. Like I always say, I hope not to see you again for another 8 to 10 years or so, unless it's a normally scheduled visit. All right. Thank you again so much, and I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon.